Mbalenhle, very good morning, very good evening to you, I beg your pardon. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to The Full View. Where exactly are you and what's happening on Gauteng's roads?
Good evening, Simpiwe. I am in Pretoria. I was in Johannesburg a little earlier on with a roadblock that had been led and organized by JMPD, but I've since moved from there. I'm in Pretoria where we are at a roadblock that's being led by the Gauteng Provincial Commissioner, Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Elias Mawela, who we're going to be speaking to shortly. He's been briefing me before we went on air, talking about the number of arrests and the number of undocumented migrants that have been picked up during this roadblock. You'll understand and you'll remember from yesterday, there was a similar one in the west of Johannesburg, where there were around 11 undocumented migrants who were found in a windowless van. This seems to be signs or evidence of human trafficking. It's believed that those particular individuals were actually en route to a place where they were going to be used as a cheap labor. We understand that today the arrests do continue. There have been 2 people who have been arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. I am not going to sit here and give you all the details. I'm actually going to get more information from the police commissioner, who's going to just give us a better sense and give us greater detail as to what's happened since they arrived here earlier on. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity given. Surely, as you can see behind me, this is an integrated multidisciplinary operation called Operation Okaimolao. And we are very much happy about what we have achieved thus far. We do have some different phases which we have employed. For example, the first phase of the detectives, they've already picked up 24 suspects in the CBD who committed different kinds of crime. And in this roadblock, 2 people during the day already arrested for driving under the influence of liquor. 30 undocumented people arrested in this particular space. But the cherry on top, there is one individual whom we have just picked up in this roadblock in possession of 600 packets of drugs. Clearly, this individual was going to deliver somewhere to those who are getting from him, or it's a main distributor, we don't know, but investigation will give us more. So we believe that this operation, surely, it is yielding very good results. And you can see the day is still very young. When the sun sets, you know, the CBD here, a lot of liquor outlet whereby people, they don't care, they just break the DMA regulations, they don't care. So later on we'll also be going into the CBD and check what is happening into that particular space. But thus far, we feel that this operation is giving us a positive result.
And talk to us about the illegal substances that you have found on this one particular suspect. What exactly was found? Was it, what sort of illegal substance was found on this person?
Okay, this individual was going to deliver nyaupe, 600 packets. And another team which is deployed in the CBD, as you all know that Pretoria, here in the CBD, there's a lot of drug pushers in there. So another team, it has also arrested 14 people who were also been busy distributing this illegal substance, cocaine, crystal meth, dacha, and nyaupe. 14 of them arrested. But this individual with 600, that one was a cherry on top.
Okay. Now, talk to us about if there are going to be initiatives to continue doing such things and trying to, do more drug busts and patrolling the streets of Pretoria and Gauteng as a whole outside of the festive season, because we're seeing there's a lot of police presence all over the place. I mean, in Johannesburg, everywhere. But what happens after the festive season? Do people go back to, life as normal without the police patrolling or without a high police visibility? Talk to us about that.
Operation Okaimolao is every week without fail. You'll see us on the road. For example, yesterday you didn't see me. My deputy was there operating. There's no week whereby we don't conduct Operation Okaimolao. And when you don't see us, other districts are also hard at work. In West Rand, the district commissioner there, General Kekan, is hard at work, is doing the same thing which I'm doing right now. You go to CDB there, General Molefe and Brigadier Mukwena, they're also hard at work. Ikuruleni there, General Sitole and the team, they are also hard at work. But here we have joined the District Commissioner of Tshwane, Brigadier Tine, so that we can strengthen his arm.
And the one question that people are asking since yesterday is that what happens to the undocumented migrants who are found during these roadblocks? We understand that there was an issue of human trafficking just yesterday rather. What happens to the people who are found?
Yeah, you see, they will be dealt with in terms of the loss of the land. For example, on the first working day of the week, next week Tuesday, these ones, they will appear before the court, and the court will give us a deportation order. Therefore, we take them to Lindela so that they can now be repatriated to their countries of origin. And those who are smuggled, you know, there is a difference between those who are trafficked and those who are smuggled. Smuggling, usually you find that this is a willing participant. They want to be smuggled into the country. But those who are trafficked, they are being brought into the country under the false pretense that you're going to get this and that, only to find that when they arrive here, they're being used for certain things.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. There you have it. That is the Gauteng Provincial Police Commissioner just speaking to us about the different initiatives that are being used by his office in order to try and clamp down on crime and also just trying to ensure that, you know, Gauteng is safe during the festive season. I've lost communication to studio, but it's back to you in studio.
All right, buddy, thank you so much for that update. We do appreciate your time. That was our reporter, Mbalenhle Mthethwa, speaking to us live from Pretoria on the N4. And she's just been giving us a traffic update on the state of the country's roads, especially in Gauteng. It's time now for your weather.